related to GATE exam. Exam is approaching, and we have to discuss some important topics related to it. Along with this, Madhya Pradesh set exam, MP set. MP set has been announced. Along with this, the particular final date for MP set has been released. इट्स 4th of June. जून के महीने में है, 4 जून को है मध्य प्रदेश सेट एग्जाम. So all those students who are watching it from Madhya Pradesh, from MP, your syllabus of set and net is same. So if you prepare for June net exam, your set exam preparation is also done in the same thing. राजस्थान के जो स्टूडेंट्स हैं राजस्थान सेट देंगे, एंड ऑल द स्टूडेंट्स गोइंग टू अपीयर इन नॉर्थ ईस्ट सेट, Maharashtra set, Telangana set in the month of March. So you have a better opportunity because in the month of March they will have the exam of net. Then in the same month of March, if you are from Rajasthan, you have Rajasthan set. If you are from Telangana, you have Telangana set. If you're from Maharashtra and Northeast, you have your set exam. Now we are also getting questions that sir, Rajasthan set and Northeast set is on 19th of March. So the dates are clashing. अब कुछ बच्चों की कंप्लेंट आई है, वो बच्चे बोल रहे हैं, the students are saying that exams of Northeast set and Rajasthan set are clashing. It's 19th March. Please do something. So first of all, it is a state exam. So they are not clashing. Every state has rights to conduct its own exam. Right? This is not a national exam where you are getting a clash. Northeast, they have their timings. Rajasthan, they have their timings. So if you are from Rajasthan, why are you applying the Northeast set? And if you are from Northeast, why are you applying for Rajasthan set? So there is no clash. Month of March is going to be very happening. Now, all those who are going to prepare for the GATE exam in the month of Feb, today I'm going to tell you some important literary terms, literary devices and theories which are very important. There are so many terms related to literary theory and people don't know that. People make a mistake. So I'll suggest you to write down those theories so that you can understand what to read, what not to read. And almost everybody has joined us. 143 students are live. So let's talk about the important things. The very first thing, you have to note it down. Joycence. Joyssance. Joycence. Joyssance. Joycence. Joycence is a feminist term coined by Helen Sicko. Joycence is a feminist term dealing with feminist studies coined by Helen Sicko, which actually means that the authors who have written about women, all the male authors, all the male narrators who narrated female author, they did injustice with their characters. If I say I'm a male author, I'm writing about a female character, how would I write about a female character? I don't know what is the psychology of women. And if I say that no, I understand women, they are also human being, I can understand. So even if I say I can understand, I cannot actually feel that. Right? Try to understand, especially all the girls who are watching this. When people say we understand you, saying that we understand you and actually understanding you, two different things. This is what Helen Sicko in feminist studies says, that the women have always been found their identity narrated by a man, a male. One of my students is watching me from Islamabad. Assalamu alaikum, Mohammed Shafi, कैसे हैं आप? So, नहीं, महमूद शफी के यहाँ पे नेट एग्जाम नहीं होता है. पाकिस्तान में he has qualified Pakistan Public Service Commission and he texted me that आपके लेक्चर्स बहुत काम आए थे. तो ये वहाँ पे आई थिंक अब असिस्टेंट प्रोफेसर होंगे. महमूद शफी, आप हमें बता सकते हैं वहाँ पे आप कहाँ किस कॉलेज में हैं अगर पढ़ा रहे हैं तो, इफ़ यू हैव गॉट अ गवर्नमेंट जॉब. देखिए महमूद शफी ने लिखा है यहाँ पे, जो मैं नीचे करके पढ़ रहा हूँ, I qualified Pakistan Public Service Commission and selected English teacher. You have attended my maximum classes. I know his name. I remember him. So a person who is attending, he's so curious that he studies really hard, he works very hard, and doesn't leave a class which is being taken in India, in Delhi. This shows he is really involved in literature. So, obviously, who is going to stop his success? Nobody can stop his success. He deserves it. And Mahmood Shafi is my first student from Pakistan who has qualified exam. So God bless you. So coming back to the topic. Helen Cixous, Cixous. The spelling is Cixous. Helen Cixous comes with the example of Joyce's and conveys it that as a male who claims to be a person who understands women has never experienced a female orgasm. Now, see, the reference that is coming from is the idea of female orgasm. Now, a person who is a male, he will not be able to understand what is a female orgasm. So, technically, that example goes in an extreme, but that is actually a perfect example. It's true. How a woman feels, a simple issue can be a different issue for a woman. So only a woman can understand a woman. This is also the concept of a creature feminine, pure feminine writing, a women writer writing for women, writing as a woman. That's the most important term Joyce says, don't forget. Now, recently, as there are chances in GATE exam, they can ask you some question. Please remember this point. Cambridge University had changed the meaning of man and woman. Normally, man is man, woman is woman. All the scholars who understand my lecture, you will simply understand in deconstruction theory. When post-structuralist writers, they came for post-structuralist hypothesis, they simply said that meaning is not possible because the time is uncontrollable. The most important phenomena in any literary context is the time. So post-structuralists, they said that meaning is not possible. Why? Because we have been given a binary meaning. What if who does not, get involved in the binaries? Now, this was explained by deconstruction theory. Deconstruction guys like Derrida, who wrote Of Grammatology, he came with the idea of aporia. Aporia is when you are not the part of binary. Means, what is day? Day is everything which is not night. The binary opposition reference, Roland Barthes, Claude Lévi-Strauss has talked about this. So what's a day? A day is everything which is not night. Binary opposition. But can you say that, okay, the life is like this only, either this, either this? Life is not that simple. In aporia, it says that if you're not able to choose one and you are in between, that between is also an identity. Even in post-humanist studies, we are studying hyphens, the meaning of obliques, right? So, now tell me this thing, a person who does not feel like a man, a person who does not feel like a woman, who are they? Because the world order, the life, culture, religion, they have simply identified two sides. Two sides. Either man or a woman. What if you are a man but you don't feel like 100% man? What if emotionally you are a female? The same thing is here. What if emotionally you are a female? So technically, the moment of confusion, the moment of undecidability is also a meaning. And here, the gender study, Judith Butler gets involved. Mother of queer theory, Judith Butler. Try to understand this. I hope you are understanding. If you are not understanding, my dear friends, then you are actually being introduced to literature. There are people, they may show you Hamlet, Macbeth with cartoons and all those things. So they will get you involved but actually take you away from the real literature. We are dealing with real literature. Real literature में cartoons और narrations नहीं चल सकते. Not possible in fact. Hope you are trying to understand. If you are a female but you don't feel like a female emotionally, if you are a male but you don't feel like a male emotionally, who are you? Who are you? Then comes LGBT studies, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, then asexual, then questioning, then 2I. These kind of references come. In short, they also have an identity. And here the term comes cisgender, 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 fourth wave feminism. 90% teachers have no idea about fourth wave feminism. 90% teachers को भी नहीं पता होता fourth wave feminism क्या है. So note it down. Fourth wave feminism, a woman who is born as a woman and identifies herself as a woman is called cisgender. Identified as a woman is cisgender. A person who has been born as a man and also psychologically feels as a man, cisgender. Like if I take my example, so I'm born as a man. But if you talk about my psychology, what kind of mindset I have, so I am somewhere fine being with this identity. And even if I know women, I understand being women is really hard. So if you ask me that, sir, if you get a chance to be a woman, to be a female, no, I don't want to be. And why? It's not because women is weak. I think it's really hard to be a woman. One needs guts. So I don't have that guts. But my biological standard, male, my psychological standard, male, supports it. I am cisgender. Now, what if I am a male, but my mindset is feminine? I feel like a woman. I'm sophisticated. I'm emotional. And somewhere I feel that I'm not that thing. It means I'm not supporting my identity, and that's not cisgender. On the basis of this, Cambridge University has defined the meaning of man and woman. Man is the one who is born as a man and feels like a man is a man. That's the definition. The definition has been changed. This is really unfortunate. 200 people are watching, 75 people likes. क्या भाई 75% लाइक भी नहीं कर रहे हो? वो कोई बात नहीं, इंडिया है, टिकटॉक रील तो है नहीं. अभी पतली कमर कर रहा होता तो लाइक्स आते लाखों. पढ़ा रहा हूँ. इंडिया ऐसी थोड़ी आज तक डेवलपिंग कंट्री रह गया है. 200 लोग देख रहे हैं, लाइक कोई नहीं कर रहा. मत करो 100 रुपए कट जाएंगे अकाउंट से, मुझे मिल जाएंगे. नहीं, फ्रेंकली आई मस्ट टेल यू दिस थिंग, आई मस्ट टेल यू, इंडिया में ना वो माहौल नहीं है एजुकेशन का. अभी पतली कमर करके नाचूंगा ना. और कौन सा वायरल हो रहा है गाना आजकल? कच्चा बादाम कच्चा बादाम. देयर आर टीचर्स, दे आर डांसिंग फॉर रील्स एंड ऑल. उनको लाइक मिल रहा है क्योंकि वो डांस कर रहे हैं बोर्ड पे. यहाँ खाली पढ़ा रहे हैं यार. पढ़ा के कौन लाइक करता है? किसको वैल्यू है नॉलेज की? फिर कहेंगे इंडिया में एजुकेशन सिस्टम नहीं है, अच्छे टीचर्स नहीं है. सूरज कह रहा है सर आपने रुला दिया. नहीं सूरज, इट पेन्स, बुरा लगता है, दिल से बुरा लगता है भाई, दिल से बुरा लगता है. देखो अभी भी 197 में 136 लाइक है, 201 हो गए. अभी भी 60-70 स्टूडेंट है, वो 100 रुपए बचा रहे हैं अपने. पर लाइक 100 रुपए अकाउंट से खर्च हो जाएंगे, फिर वो जो बिलियनियर है उससे नीचे हो जाएंगे. अरे डोंट वरी, व्हेन यू लाइक आई डोंट गेट एनी मनी. इट फील्स गुड. आई सी दैट ऑन स्क्रीन. इट फील्स गुड. Anyway, if you didn't know cisgender, if you didn't know Cambridge University had changed meaning, if you didn't know joysense is a term by Helen Siku, then at least note it down. Even if you don't like, it's fine, but note it down. When you'll qualify, you will give me blessings. I'm fine with that blessings. Go for next terminology, my dear friend. Next terminology. The next term is again related to feminist studies, backlash. Backlash is a concept dealt by Susan Faludi, which is a term which is going against feminist studies, anti-feminist studies. See, what actually happened, all of these writers who came for the feminist support. Some writers felt taking exactly what they want to say. You must have seen 90% people are actually not knowing what is feminism. 90% people don't know what is feminism. Sometimes you must have seen if a girl goes out and does some tattoo, challenges male in society, fights with father, fights with elder brother, that's not feminism. People are taking that in way. I have seen students who have fought with their parents on the name of feminism. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. Feminist ideology, that doesn't mean, you must have seen, just because you're going for Western clothes or you're challenging everyone or you drink in public, so you think I'm a feminist. These can be added as the part of female independence. But this is not the only thing that you present as the first thing, because everybody will think that feminism has been connected to independence. No. Think, bring the women in writing. Bring the women in writing. Make the women express. Make the women talk. यस सूरज, जो नेहा धूपिया या जो भी इस तरह की प्रेजेंटेशंस फेमिनिस्ट दे रहे हैं ना, या जो जिनको लग रहा है कि देखो व्हाट हैपेंड, there was something happened by 1941. A woman was sexually assaulted, and that German police officer, the head constable, he made a comment. He said the woman who got sexually abused was dressed up like a slut. वो कहते हैं कि जिसके साथ भी ये बुरा चीज हुआ है, that person, that woman was actually dressed up like a slut. So that was a Western country, and all those women, they came against that particular thing, that particular phrase. The head constable said that I don't want to offend, but I must tell you that the woman was dressed up like that. So his statement was totally wrong. He shouldn't have said that. What was the result of this? Thousands of women protested in the rallies, and they were dressed up like the Western clothes or the very much revealing clothes. So they said, if our clothes make you feel that we are sluts, so we will go for a walk. Now, famously, it is known in the history of feminism as slut walk. हेड कांस्टेबल को भी सॉरी वॉरी बोलना पड़ा था. ही वेंट फॉर द सॉरी ऑल्सो. सो दीज टर्म्स, दीज आइडेंटिटीज आर एक्चुअली रिलेटेड टू the identity of women. Then there are some other terms. Once again, go for some other terms also. They are equally important. We have to focus on those things. The next term we have taken is from New Historicism. That is self-positioning. Please write it. Self-positioning, a term taken from New Historicism. New Historicism is the part of theory. One of you has said, sir, कौन से topic important है? This is what's going on. This is what's going on. So, the self-positioning concept. Now, you are a critic and you have to understand a society, or you have to understand a literary text. How do you understand the literary text? Because structuralism simply says that you are a part of a structure. You have no identity. You have an identity because you are actually the result of the whole culture, whole structure. Let's make it easy. Suppose we take any name from you. Chalo, we have taken the name of Suraj. Suraj is one of our online student, live student. Rimi Banerjee is our live online student. Rimi has qualified NET, GATE. She got All India rank, 5th rank GATE exam. Rimi is one of my pride. So, chalo, let's take Rimi's reference and Suraj's reference, okay? These two people are known by 10,000 people. Let's assume in the world, 10,000 people know Rimi, 10,000 people know Suraj. They're school friends, college friends, semester-wise friends. So, let's say 10,000 people know Rimi Banerjee, 10,000 people know Suraj. All of a sudden, these 10,000 people disappear. All of a sudden, these 10,000 people disappear. What is the identity of Rimi and Suraj left? So, social identity. What is the social identity of Rimi and Suraj left? Nothing. Nobody knows, because all those knew them are vanished, disappearing. Technically, who am I? Who is Vineet Pandey? You will say a good teacher, a famous teacher, or maybe a YouTuber teacher. What if I'm surrounded by the tribals of Africa who don't give a damn about my teaching? इमेजिन मुझे कोई अफ्रीकन्स पकड़ ले, बोले चलो आज शाम को खाना बनाएंगे आपका, और मैं कह रहे सर अच्छा थ्योरी पढ़ाता हूँ, आई टीच थ्योरी, लेट मी हेल्प यू, लेट मी टीच यू लिटरेचर. दे विल लाइक व्हाट इज दैट? इन शॉर्ट, it is the structure that gives us the meaning. I have an identity because I am the part of a structure of society, education field, English literature. English literature student understand me. When W.B. Yeats died, W.H. Auden simply wrote a line, he became of his admirers. So who knew W.B. Yeats? Only the followers, admirers, English literary students who understood the value of W.B. Yeats. Who knew Kailash Satyarthi? When Kailash Satyarthi won Nobel Award, even Indians didn't know that we have a person called Kailash Satyarthi. When he won Nobel Award, I had a regular habit of reading general knowledge books. I didn't hear his name. I didn't know. Now he has an identity because he has been given the Nobel Award. Technically, structuralism says that you are the part of a structure. That's why you exist. You are the part of a society. If they take your surname away, if you take your name away, you lose your identity. Your name, your surname gives you an identity. Now, coming back to the self-positioning term. So when you pass comment on society, when you want to study a literary text, you first of all make sure what is your own stand? Who are you? Because your interpretation is dependent on your own identity, your own self-positioning. Your interpretation is totally dependent on who are you. For example, suppose this is a light, okay, my favorite light. I have to sell it to you. I have to sell it to you. Wow, what a light, sir. What a positive energy, sir. Flexible, sir. Helping, sir. Cute, sir. You can keep your pen. Why I am praising it? Why my judgment will not be taken seriously? Because the person who has to purchase it will look at me and he knows I'm a shopkeeper. My stand, my self-positioning is that it is my duty to sell it. It is in my benefit. Obviously, I will talk about all the good things. That is self-positioning. That is self-positioning. So when I ask you to purchase that, you will not say that, okay, this man is telling us complete truth. You will see, who is this man? Shopkeeper. Obviously he will say that yes, he will praise. अपनी दही कोई खट्टी नहीं कहता. कोई कहता है my curd is rotten, my fruits are. Did you find any vendor, vegetable seller who said these fruits are rotten, these vegetables are not clean? They will never say. Means they have a social positioning. They are equally the part of it. When they say we are the best, India's best classes, India's best motivation, you look at the self-position and obviously everybody will say, I'm the best, I'm the best. Do you question that if you are the best, if your notes are the best, why are you not getting a JRF? And they have their excuses. Oh, JRF is a greed. I am not greedy. I am fine with VINEET. And you will, ha. Everybody has a stand. That is self-positioning. So if BJP is getting criticized by Congress, we will say they are Congressy. They will definitely criticize. If BJP criticizes Congress, we will say they are anti-party. They will criticize. So technically, the truth gets biased. Because your self-positioning, your own identity and the social structure speaks for it. I hope you understood. If you have fought with someone and he calls his friend, so you understand that he has called his friend, he's going to fight me, he's not going to support me. कभी ऐसा हुआ है कि आपकी लड़ाई हो जाए, आपका दोस्त है और आते ही आपको दुश्मन के साथ दोस्ती करके आपको पीटे? नहीं होता ना. आपका दोस्त है, तो सोशल स्टैंड क्या है, सेल्फ पोजीशनिंग क्या है? In short, there is a beautiful line from Deconstruction theory, a beautiful line. All reading is misreading. All literary interpretation is a misinterpretation. All reading is misreading. Please write that line. This is very important. From deconstruction theory, all reading is misreading. All literary interpretation is misinterpretation. Because you are equally the part of it. You are involved in it. Yeah, बहुत बड़े रक्षेश था. Rakshita, अच्छा हाँ, offline class. अरे, one of my brilliant student had joined the online class. She is just brilliant. Great memory, Rakshita, I must tell you. I've told you in the class also, great memory. Okay, so you must have understood. We'll go for one more term, dialogism, which is used by Mikhail Bakhtin. Dialogism. What happens when you go for a short story? The short story writer is actually writing a short story in an arranged way that you have to rely upon the story. That is called monologic narration or monologism. A short story writer writes like one-sided narration with all manipulations and make you believe in his story because he is the only speaker you have. That is monologism. Short stories where mostly you have to believe what author wants to say. But in the modern dramas, where the author simply tried to present a scene in front of you and did not support anyone. The best example, G.B. Shaw, Candida. Candida's husband, Mr. Morrel, Candida's lover, Eugene Marchbank, they have a debate. Lover comes and tells the husband that I'm in love with your wife, I want to marry her. Husband says, how dare you? Let's have a debate. This is G.B. Shaw. No fight, no killings, no action. G.B. Shaw always goes for a debate. He was the magician of the words. Now, husband and the lover are debating. And what are they debating at? They are debating that who deserves the woman. Lover says that I love her, I appreciate her, I will take her for bike rides, I will take her for ice cream, I will take her for movie, Salman Khan movie, first day, first show. You are not taking her out, you don't praise her, you don't help her. Now husband says, I am working hard to give her financial security, social security. I have to work hard to fulfill his dreams. So husband and lover, they are debating. Now author G.B. Shaw, he is not supporting husband or he is not supporting lover. What he does, he honestly gives them proper proof, proper points, proper debates. It's like playing chess alone, honestly. So technically, author is not giving you one-sided narration. That is monologism. He is giving you both side narrations in an honest way. And he makes his efforts that reader will not understand what is writer's own idea. Because if you read it, you will think lover is also right, not wrong. When you read husband, you're like, husband is also right, not wrong. This is called dialogism, when you have two dialogues. Bakhtin says when you have two dialogues and these two opinions are actually the deep opinion and they get you involved. They get you involved. Then you go for your own independent opinion. When you know the both sides honestly. Suppose you go for a deal and the dealer gives you one-sided explanation only. Sir, my house is best, sir. Arey, sir, what a sunlight, sir. Great air, sir. Fresh air, sir. What if you find one critic of the house? He will say, sir, fake, sir. No air. Full of sound. Full of mosquitoes. Now you have two opinions. One in pro, one in cons. You have a better answer now. So here Candida comes in the story and she says, I want to be with my husband. Why she says I want to be with my husband? गाना लगाओ गाना. भला है बुरा है जैसा भी है मेरा पति मेरा देवता है. My mother's favorite movie. I don't know why she watches these old movies. Have you seen this movie? A lady with a ponytail like this. And she sings भला है बुरा है जैसा भी है मेरा पति मेरा देवता है. So she is singing that maybe he's a rogue, maybe he's a criminal, but he's my husband, he's my lord. But no, my friends, this is Indian narration that I've given you. The real story of Canada is Canada says, I want to be with my husband because my husband is weak without me. He is totally dependent on me. You are a young boy. If I go with you, I'm elder to you 10 years. You will be young for next 10 years. I'll get old. Gradually, you will ignore me. You will go for young girls. My husband is totally dependent on me. So I have my own identity. I can control him. He listens to me. He sometimes obeys me. So I want to have my own husband because here I find myself. That is a Western approach. For the fun purpose only, I gave you the Indian approach. Because if Canada, it had it been written by Prem Chand, then obviously there would have been a great story like this. Bhala hai, bura hai. Prem Chand wrote a beautiful story. You know the difference between people who waste time on Instagram and people like us who use mobiles and Google for the better things. I downloaded an app of Prem Chand's short stories during COVID. COVID में मैंने प्रेमचंद का short story app download किया. I read all those stories. There was a beautiful story. Somebody has copied that and I think made a TV show, Pehredar Piya Ki. No, I'm not sure if they are actually following the same story. In India, in some tribal cultures or in some families, it's a custom that if the elder brother dies, so the wife of the elder brother is married to the younger one. In some cultures, this is the thing. Now, in this family, what happens? There is a girl, she has been married to the elder brother, and the girl is of 21-year-old, just very young age, and then the boy dies. So the girl is married to her husband's younger brother, and eventually the younger brother is actually very short. He's 5-year-old. 5-year-old, her husband, she is married to him, she is attached to him. The family says that the day he crosses his 18th birth year, he'll be married to you. Till then, you accept him as your husband, devote your life, serve him, take care of him because he is your husband now. Now, what happens? The lady is taking care of that 5-year boy, taking her as a husband, serving, teaching him, taking him to school, helping him to take bath, cleaning his clothes, shoes, everything. Year by year, the years have passed. Now the boy is 17 and half. 6 months are left for their marriage. Family members, relatives, everybody is happy that after many years we will have a marriage. Officially, they will be married. Our heroine is nervous. She is totally mesmerized, confused. I should not say mesmerized, I should say confused. She's totally confused. She doesn't know what to say, what to do. And the days are approaching. Everybody is ready for the marriage. The boy is going to get 18 within 6 months. She has some confusions inside, some chaotic things inside the heart. Finally, after getting some courage, she goes to her mother-in-law and folds her hand and says, Ma, please don't make me do this crime. मुझसे ये पाप मत करवाओ माँ. The mother-in-law is shocked. What happened? What crime? She says, I have been raising him like a kid. I have developed a motherly emotion with him. I see him as my son. Don't get me married to that boy. Mother-in-law gradually understands it. Imagine what a beautiful story written by Prem Chand. So this is the thing that I wanted to tell you. And make sure along with this, you go for Bhaba's concept of mimicry, mapping. Also, make sure that you know ethnic nepotism, kin selection. These kind of theories are very important. For GATE exam, friends, I have already taught you contact zone theory, third space theory, stranger king theory. We already have talked Sapir-Whorf analysis. ये सब ready कर लो. If in case you have missed it, I'll send it back to you. And all those who are watching it for the first time, this is Vineet Pandey style. I have taught in University of Delhi. So if you're not looking for some basic childish literature, Hamlet, Macbeth, and you think you deserve more, then call us on 85870 for Rajasthan set, for Telangana set, for Madhya Pradesh set, Maharashtra set, और भी कोई सेट है, नॉर्थ ईस्ट सेट and net. The fresh batch that simply started 15th of January, you can still join the batch. To join the batch, simply drop me a WhatsApp on my personal number 88102 Thank you so much. I hope you loved the lecture. One of my student Ram Kishore had joined it. This man is a miracle. This man is a miracle. आज की वीडियो में तो नहीं बता पाऊंगा, लेकिन मैं चाहता हूं राम को एक इंटरव्यू में सबके सामने लाया जाए. So see you Ram, and आप सबको thank you so much. May God bless you all.